Hey everyone, welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. On this day, I was filming while I was in Oslo with my family, so this is everything I ate in a day in Oslo, Norway. I'm also going to be sharing some fun travel tips that just kind of make it a little bit easier to eat vegan while you're traveling, on the go, or visiting family. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like What I Eat in a Day videos, and let's get started with my day in Oslo. Traveling, I usually have two breakfasts. One is like a small little something just to kind of hold me over until breakfast, and then the other one is actual breakfast. So this is what I had on this day while I was getting ready. I had some coffee with oat milk and one of these Cliff Builder bars. The chocolate mint is definitely my favorite, and even though it's not filling, it actually really does tide me over. Okay, I'm with my sister, who I don't think wants to be on camera, but we are in...
Just every once in a while.
Every once in a while she's gonna pop on the vlog. But how do you say where we are? Grünerløkka? Grünerløkka. She speaks Norwegian. So we're in Grünerløkka, and there's really cute stores here, really good thrift shops. Also, they're a little bit expensive. We're actually going by, oh, I'm so glad that we're here. This store, so freaking cute. They have really good home goods stuff, lots of really colorful pieces. This is what it looks like on the inside. The front part is a clothing store, and again, very colorful pieces and unique jewelry items and hair clips and that kind of thing. And then in the back, there's really nice glasses. Everything's very whimsical and kind of twisty, turny, and colorful. I absolutely loved it. I'll link their Instagram down below. They also have a lot of nice shops in this area and natural grocery stores and cafes, a couple of vegan restaurants, which was nice to see. But we were here for this bakery in particular. And a travel tip I have is to try to think ahead. If you find a place that you like, try to see if you can squeeze more than one meal out of that location. It makes things a lot easier. So first up on the list was to get bolla, and I got the cardamom bun, and this is very lightly flavored. It's not too sweet. It's light and fluffy, and it has, I would say, a whisper of cardamom. It's not in your face. It's not overwhelming. It's soft and fluffy and delightful with a cup of coffee. I love these so much I can't even tell you. I also got one of the shillings bolla, which is like, it's misleading to Americans because I think we think of cinnamon buns as like the really sugary, sweet cinnamon buns. This is more like a lightly sweet, lightly cinnamoned twist. They like roll it up and twist it up, and then they kind of fashion it into a bun. Again, light and fluffy and so good. But when I was here, I also packed lunch for later on at the lake, which you will see. So I got 2 in 1. The bolla was 10 out of 10. I ate both of them, even though they were the size of my head. And I was very happy. I felt a little awkward though filming in the cafe, but I wanted to show you how good it was. So we had breakfast and we walked around for a little bit, and now we are gonna go for a hike around the lake. It was described on the internet as a gentle walk, and it looks really beautiful. We can see the lake, and there's sort of a path that goes around it and some picnic benches so you can take in the scenery. So that's what we're gonna do. When we arrived, it was still pretty early in the day, so it was a little bit overcast. We're going there. So we went there, which was basically a little dock that has 2 picnic benches, and you can sit right on the water, and the view is just spectacular in real life. It was still a little bit overcast, but it got sunny as we were sitting there. That is where we had our lunch. I brought these sandwiches from the bakery, so that's what I meant by, kind of double duty. I went to one place, but I had my second breakfast and lunch from there, so I didn't have to go to a totally separate place for lunch. And this was great. It had a beet hummus, lots of veggies, some pickles, some sprouts, and mustard. And I was in heaven sitting right there, looking out at the water and the trees. There were a couple ducks that came to visit, and they really got close. They were not afraid of humans at all. So they, I think, wanted my sandwich. So we hung out for a little bit, and then they went back in the water. At this point, the sun had come out and it was bright and sunny for the remainder of our hike, which is really just a walk around the lake. There's a paved path that goes all the way around, and it's about 3.3 kilometers. And it's a place that locals come for picnics and camping. There were lots of families hanging out and lots of people just out looking to get some good exercise and fresh air. But I was really happy we did this because I've never done it before, and it was nice to kind of go around the back part where the forested area is because they had these gorgeous tall trees. We're going to a Norwegian grocery store.
I really like going to grocery stores when I travel. I think one, it's just fun. Like I'm kind of a food dork, and so I find it really fun to see like, oh, this is similar but different than what we have back home. I love seeing the vegan options. There's so many here in Oslo, but I also think it's a great place to pick up gifts because if you find a bag of chips or a candy that you really like, you can bring it back to someone and it's kind of a unique and special gift. Fortunately, these have gelatin, so I won't be buying them, but when I was a kid, these were our favorite, and we jokingly called them Norwegian gummy people because they're like little gummy candies, and our relatives would bring them in the suitcase, like bags and bags of them, and we were just so delighted. They were so fun. I don't even know if they would be as good now, but in my memory, they were top-notch.
We're going to Barcode street food, which is like, I've been trying to explain it to my mom and she thinks it's a food truck, but it's kind of like little food trucks all in one area, like one, it's like a big food hall with different stalls, and there's all different kinds of food, and there's lots of vegan options, and it's a really pretty sunny day, so I already walked by earlier on the way back, and there's a lot of people sitting outside, so we're gonna have a drink and some snacks. I definitely saw falafel.
Okay.
Maybe chips and salsa, chips and guacamole, some kind of loaded fries situation.
Okay, if you say so.
I say so.
You say so.
This place ended up being a hit and there were so many vegan options. There were some places that were entirely vegan, but a lot of places had at least 1 or 2 vegan options on the menu. The first stop was to get a drink because there's lots of different places to sit. You can sit inside or outside. So we got some drinks, secured our location at a table, and headed over to get some food. This was the first thing that we got, and I think it was probably my favorite because it had so many delicious spices, but it wasn't overly spicy. It had a great bean stew, some bulgur, fried plantains, salad, and pulled jackfruit. It was delicious. Then we got this Thai dish. It was called the vegan, and it was like a red coconut curry noodle dish that was so tasty. It had cilantro and lime and peanuts. I got extra tofu, and it had veggies too, and it was a nice hearty portion. This was delicious.
It's like 8 o'clock and I still need my sunglasses. It's basically bright all evening long through the summer, and then it gets really dark. But it's so disorienting because you come, you go to a restaurant and you come outside and you think, oh my gosh, it's like 9 o'clock, I have to go to bed. And it's bright, I need sunglasses. I thought everything was really tasty. My mom thought the noodles were a little spicy, but good.
Much too spicy.
Too spicy.
Actually,
I
much
can't
too
see
spicy.
anything.
Too spicy
Much
for
too
a Norwegian
spicy.
means nothing.
That place was fun. I would definitely recommend it. It's a good place to go if you're with friends and you want to have kind of try a little bit of everything and drink and play games. It was fun. It was cool. We're going to get ice cream. There's a place that has vegan options on Karl Johan, so that's where we're going.
I ended up getting a mango sorbet and it was really good. The texture was very smooth and creamy and it tasted like fresh mango. It was so good. This is kind of random. It's a couple days later, but I was out shopping for my sister's birthday and I found some vegan KitKat. I've had my eye on these for a while, but they're not available in the States yet as far as I know. I think maybe you can get them in New York in Times Square, but I haven't seen them yet. So I was really excited to see this. There's a fun candy store, kind of like a pick and mix candy store called Yummy Heaven, and there's a few different locations in Oslo, and they have pick and mix that has vegan options. I would say like 15-20% of the candy there was vegan, and because it has a little vegan check mark, which makes it really easy. I was just sort of searching for the check mark. This is Keks and it says chocolate and then it says vegan. I guess these are very similar. It seems to be like a chocolate wafer as well. I'm very curious to compare them too. So comment below and let me know if you've had one or both of these and which one you think is the best. Also got vegan cheese doodles. My sister and I have a fondness for cheese doodles because my grandma always called cheese puffs cheese doodles, and we grew up eating very healthy in our family, but we were always allowed one treat for school, and usually the treat that we chose for our lunch boxes was cheese puffs, but my grandma always called them cheese doodles. So we'd have our sandwich, we'd have our cheese doodles, we'd have our little drink and some fruit, and that was our lunch like every single day growing up. And so we just love these, but my grandma always called them cheese doodles, and I never thought about why that would be. And actually on this trip, my sister and I were at the grocery store and we saw cheese doodles, not the vegan kind, just the regular kind, And we realized like, oh, that's why grandma called them cheese doodles, because here they're cheese doodles. We didn't know that. So I found a vegan version and I'm really excited to try them. My sister loves salty, crunchy snacks like this, so I know she's gonna be really happy to have this in her gift bag as well. So I wanted to share them with you. Again, comment below and let me know if you've tried them. I will update you guys in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss the next vlog, because I will be in Iceland. My mom's sister lives in Iceland and all of her nieces and nephews and their kids are there, and I haven't been to visit them since I was a kid. So I'm really, really excited, and I will be vlogging there as well. So I hope you guys enjoy that video and have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.